Hello, Artful Manifestors. Thank you for joining me today for this timeless pick a card tarot reading. To choose your reading, you're going to choose from one of the cards I'm about to reveal. They're already excited to greet you, or one of the crystals I'm going to introduce. And then you'll go to the description box where you'll find a link to all the readings, as well as a list of all the cards that I use. All right, let's start with these beautiful crystals. For reading number 1, we have Nephrite Jade. And for reading number 2, we have the K2 crystal. And for reading number 3, we have Garnet. All right, I know you already got a peek of that first card, but let's get a better look at it. For reading number 1, this is the image. And for reading number 2, this is the image. And for reading number 3, this is the image. All right, whichever crystal and or image you're most drawn to is most likely the reading meant for you, of course. If you're drawn to more than one, please watch more than one. You can even watch all 3 if you're drawn to do so. It's about what you feel is right for you, because there may be additional messages for you in each of the readings. Enjoy your reading. Hello, reading number 1. You chose the Lost and Found Fairy, who, like magpies and crows, likes to sometimes take little baubles and beads, shiny, sparklies types of things, and will hang out with crows and magpies. And the energy of this card it speaks of something that you've lost or felt like you lost, that you are getting back. You're going back to it. This could be a physical thing, but most likely this is an aspect of yourself, a spiritual thing that you felt disconnected from, that you are going to reconnect to. So we'll find out more about that. The crystal that you chose is the Nephrite Jade, which is heart healing, emotional balance. It soothes the nervous system and emotional body. It helps release grief, resentment, energetic wounds held in the heart. It encourages compassion for yourself, others, and the collective. It supports the integration of love with wisdom, creating healthy boundaries. It's grounding through earth energy, deeply connected to nature spirits and the element of earth. It brings a sense of calm, stability, and nurturance, especially for those who feel energetically scattered or overwhelmed. And it encourages ecological consciousness and connection to the land. It's actually a good little ally for plants. If you are a plant parent, you can place this in your potted plant, and it helps to amplify its life force. It also increases longevity, vitality, physical renewal, traditionally believed to strengthen the kidney, adrenals, and body's filtration system. Symbolically and physically, it offers support during physical healing, especially from chronic fatigue or depletion. It energizes without overstimulating. It's a deep, nourishing current rather than a surge. And it's associated with chi, life force, renewal, and vitality in Taoist and Chinese traditions. So I'm really feeling like what you're going to find, something that you lost that you're going to find, has to do with peace, because this is also associated with harmony, prosperity, ancestral blessings. It can help attract abundance, excuse me, not just material, but relational, emotional, and spiritual. Yeah, peace. They're telling me peace. I'm hearing peace. So let's find out, how are you going to reconnect with your peace? How are you going to find peace? All right, we have the Page of Pentacles. The Devil. And the Nine of Pentacles. Hopefully you heard that little chime. I always try to mute my computer, but I pulled out the Nine of Pentacles and I was thinking about the abundance of this stone that it attracts, and got Nine of Pentacles. Love that validation, confirmation. And, we also talked about abundance, and here you have two pentacles out of the three. Pentacles being, of course, money and wealth, but also anything physical, resources, and it's the element of earth. And we talked about being connected to the earth. So already this reading is very synchronistic, and I'm seeing something about choices. You see, he's flipping a coin. He can go this way or that way, and it's like, which way do I go? And then here we have the devil. It's kind of like when you see the cartoon where there's a devil on one side and the angel on the other side. Do this, no, do this. And he's tempting him, right? And we see the big money sign here. Something about your choices. And then, we're asking about peace and abundance, and look at how peaceful and abundant this card looks. So let's see how you're going to get there. The Page of Pentacles. This is the seed of devotion. You're beginning anew in how you relate to the material world, money, health, time, nature, and your physical body. The Page is a student. It's the first court card. So it's a student of energy, curious and open, saying, I'm ready to learn a new way, one that's in alignment with my values, rituals, and true desires. This card reflects your recent efforts planting literal and metaphorical seeds, seeking more intentional income sources, returning to slow, sacred daily practices that ground you. Peace begins here in presence, simplicity, and devotion to what matters most. The choice is this nurturing for you? Is this aligned with your soul's desire? Or is this something you feel like you're supposed to do or that others want you to do? But maybe it's not in alignment with what your soul needs at this moment, what your inner compass, your inner light is guiding you to. And there's something about this tower that keeps showing me this tower, which kind of looks like the tower from the Tower card. And it's like, you're going to make the choice to walk away from these tower moments, avoid tower moments by making choices that are in alignment with your peace. And, we talked about the Nephrite Jade calming the nervous system. Your body is it's your navigation system in these choices. It's the indicator. Do you feel drained or stressed about or heavy? Somebody invites you to go do something, and even if you say yes immediately, as the day approaches, it just starts to feel heavier and heavier. And that's your body, your body's navigation system telling you that's not in alignment with your highest good. And so making choices that are in alignment with your highest good. Recognizing when it's certain situations or people that drain your energy, or they're counter to what you had planned, which may be exactly what your soul needs. Or perhaps you have a creative project that is, or building towards gaining more resources, whether directly or indirectly, and you're giving up time tending to your own seeds by spending time doing what others want you to do. And the devil is about clarity. You're becoming aware of what binds you, those old contracts, unconscious habits, temptations of false comfort or over identification with productivity or others' expectations. I feel strongly that for most of you, it's others' expectations or false comfort. But you're not trapped. You're waking up. I see that now you know what has kept you from full sovereignty, and you're choosing differently with compassion, not shame. So you're not allowing others and you're not shaming yourself into doing things that aren't aligning with you. And this is a powerful alchemy, naming what no longer serves, loosening those chains by recognizing your freedom and understanding that even negative patterns once tried to protect you, but now they bind you. And so your harmony begins here in reclaiming power without fear, facing yourself with love. And they're showing me, like this staying home sometimes, whether it's comfort or aligned with your highest good, how to differentiate. You have those different clothes, those different things that you put on. You have some clothes that you put on because they're comfortable, and maybe when you get home after a long day, you change out of your work clothes into these comfortable clothes because that's what you need after working so hard, after being out and about, dealing with whatever you're dealing with. You need that comfort. And then you have those clothes that maybe make you look attractive to others, but they might pinch you here a little bit, or maybe the fabric just is a little bit itchy, or it's just slightly not right. But you feel a little bit good about that. You always get compliments wearing it, so that feels good. And then you have that outfit, those shoes, that hairstyle, that when you put it on, you feel powerful. I think you know what I'm talking about. And it doesn't matter if anybody compliments you or anything like that. You feel like you're owning it. You just feel powerful when you put those clothes on, those shoes. You fix your hair that way. And that's what I'm talking here about these choices is you're not making choices just to be comfortable, because comfort doesn't always grow your seeds. It's making choices that make you feel empowered and powerful, and being able to differentiate between, am I doing this because I want external validation? Am I doing this because it's comfortable and familiar? Or am I doing this because it's empowering me to grow and expand and leading me towards my ultimate goals? And the Nine of Pentacles is the garden of self-sovereignty. You are stepping into a season of spiritual and material abundance, rooted in self-trust and sacred discernment. This card shows you tending your inner garden, knowing what to grow, what to prune, and what to admire. This card often shows someone alone, but not lonely, in full enjoyment of what they've cultivated, independence and self-sufficiency, beauty and ritual woven into the everyday, wealth that reflects your true values, not hustle, but harmony. You're not waiting for someone else to bring you joy, nourishment, or wealth. You're creating it. You receive it and you enjoy it. Abundance begins here, when you allow yourself to receive the fruit of your inner and outer work. Just look at that. Yes, that's where you're headed. I love it. Reading number 1. I was going to say 3, then I was going to say 2, then I was say, I don't know. I haven't done those readings yet, so I can't speak to if they would have a message for you. But this is an amazing message. I love it. They're showing me the volcano and the tower. You're avoiding those eruptions. You're avoiding those tower moments because you're choosing you. Please let me know if this resonates. I love to read your comments, and I'm wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, reading number 2. You chose this card, Journey. And it says, It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passport now. So it is about a literal journey or a spiritual journey, an inner journey. And something happening quickly, and being ready to just say yes to adventure, to a new experience. And the crystal that you chose, K2, is a crystal that carries the ancient memory of mountains and the high wisdom of the cosmos. It's a rare fusion of earth and sky, found at the base of the mighty K2 mountain, which is where it got its name. It's a mountain range in Pakistan, one of the most elevated places on earth. And it's granite, which is connected to earth, with these vivid blue spots of azurite. So it's like heaven rooted in stone, truth grounded in action. K2 helps bridge higher consciousness and earthly purpose, anchor high frequency spiritual insights into the body and daily life. It bridges the crown chakra and the root chakra, aligning divine inspiration with grounded action. Encourages you to bring your soul mission into form, to live your calling on earth, not just dream it. And it's also connected to the third eye awakening and divine clarity. The azurite stimulates the third eye, awakening intuitive vision, symbolic understanding, and inner knowing. It enhances connection to guides, angels, ancestors, and multidimensional wisdom. It offers clarity without overwhelm, as if the mountain itself teaches you to see with stillness. And the granite's stabilizing force lends emotional endurance and calm, supports nervous system regulation and spiritual boundaries, helps highly sensitive or psychic individuals stay rooted during expansion or intense spiritual work. It holds encoded wisdom from Earth's deep time. Think of glacial silence, tectonic song, ancestral stone. And it supports balanced expression of power, so that you might hold space while staying humble and empowered. Encourages clear speech, aligned decision making, and responsibility without rigidity. It breaks through the spiritual ego or avoidance by rooting insights in real world embodiment. I feel that this is a spiritual journey. Now, it may be to a spiritual place, or you go on holiday and have a spiritual experience, or you in your own backyard have a spiritual experience, go on a spiritual journey during meditation. But I feel strongly that this is connected to you connecting to nature, the cosmos, your guides, other dimensions. Let's see if we can find out more about this journey. What spiritual journey are you about to take? And what will you bring back? The world. Wow. Okay. What a great response already to this question. The Eight of Wands, fast-moving energy. This is something happening very fast. I'm hearing the word spontaneous, like spontaneous awakening. Wow. Spontaneous activation. And justice. Balance. And they're showing me all this purple. Crown chakra. All right, first I want to look at these pictures. You have journey and, have your bags already packed and ready to go. It's like we see someone sitting on the beach and the wind carrying away their hat, right? The hat is connected to the crown. And I already mentioned the crown with the purple. And then we see this whirlwind. All of these wands being swept away, which are creativity, spirituality, passion, action. It's like you think of the beach and then somebody invites you there and it happens that quickly. If that happens, please come back to this reading and put it in the comments because we want to know. That would be so amazing. I'm also seeing here a cat and a cat, two black cats. You can think of them as your guides. And then in this one, now we have a black cat and a white cat. It's like whatever this journey is, you're bringing back another guide with you. So again, I see some of you going on an actual physical pack your bags, get on an airplane or take a train or a bus, go somewhere journey. Or you stay where you are and you have a spiritual journey. But in either case, I see it being a spiritual journey. Whether you stay at home and have that spiritual journey or you travel to some distant destination and have your spiritual journey, I see you coming back with a new guide. Very interesting. The world is wholeness, completion, soul integration. You're stepping into a spiritual journey of culmination and embodiment. This is not a beginning, it's a sacred threshold at the end of a long cycle of healing, initiation, and remembering. You're integrating all aspects of yourself. The wounded child, the mystic, the sovereign leader, the wise elder. You're recognizing that you are already whole. Nothing is missing. Nothing needs to be earned. and you're preparing to share your gifts on a wider scale. As a teacher, a guide, a healer, a channel, they're even telling me that the guide that for some of you, the guide you're coming back with is you. You're coming back as a guide. And I feel like it could be both, that you are coming back from this spiritual journey as now becoming a guide, and also bringing an additional guide with you that's guiding you to be a guide, if that makes sense. It's like this mentor on how to be this guide, healer, teacher, channel. They're even showing me somebody who is a medium that has a special guide that is that bridge between the other realm and this one. This is a moment of your sacred return, no longer seeking, but now offering. And you're going to take this journey very quickly, just as this first card said. The Eight of Wands is momentum, divine alignment, spirit-led action. This is going to happen with speed and grace. There's a quickening, a sense of the universe aligning its doors, people, insights, and opportunities with breathtaking precision. You're moving forward with clarity, passion, synchronicity. You're letting go of second guessing and moving with your soul's yes. You're speaking, creating, traveling, teaching, using your voice and energy to transmit truth. This is a spirit-led quest propelled by your intuition, your vision, and unseen guidance. Think about shooting stars, noticing hawks in the sky flying, ideas that are too electric to ignore. They are showing me something that I recently saw. I had a dream about a specific animal, and then I was downloading something and it didn't download what I intended it to. It downloaded something about this animal. Like, when I say download, I mean on the computer. So first I dreamt this animal, then I downloaded a file on the computer for one animal, and it ended up being the animal that I dreamt about. And then I was out shopping and looking for art supplies, and there were these little miniature canvases with paint sets, and it had that animal on it. So it's these kinds of signs that you're not going to be able to ignore. You're going to see something, you're going to know it, and then somebody's going to invite you somewhere, or you're going to have this spontaneous revelation, intuitive spiritual download, a dream, something happened in your meditation, something that's related to these signs and synchronicities, and it's just going to, it's like the universe is saying, yes, yes, this way, showing you all these signposts. And you're going to say yes. It's going to be difficult to deny. It's going to be swift, spirit guided, and unblocked by doubt. And you're going to return from this trip with justice, wisdom, balance, truth made visible. You will return with clarity, sovereignty, and sacred truth, not just for yourself, but for others. Justice is not vengeance, but right alignment. It is the sword and the scales, sacred discernment, and radiant accountability. You're returning with a healed relationship to truth, especially your inner truth, your voice, your story, a deeper understanding of cause and effect, how your energy shapes reality, the ability to help others find their own balance, truth, and liberation. You're the one who sees clearly. You speak to liberate. Your truth brings peace. You have the power to restore balance with sacred clarity and soul integrity. I'm hearing, law of attraction, the vibration that you emit, your frequency attracts resonance. And this whole experience is showing you that, showing you how you create your reality. And you're coming back from this experience with a deeper understanding and ability to follow through and act on that understanding to create your reality, because you're already creating it. But now you're going to have a better understanding of how you do that and better control over how you do it. Wow. Reading number 2, I am so excited for you. And please, if you get invited to go anywhere and you go, please come back to this reading and let us know. That's so exciting. I'm wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, reading number 3. You chose ask for help, which is asking angels for help. And if you don't feel comfortable with that term, just know that there are spiritual beings, whatever you want to call them, that are here to help humans help our spiritual beings having human experiences with these human experiences. And you don't have to help or ask for help only for something in which you're in trouble, like health concerns or problems or issues. It can be asking for help to move closer to your achieving your goal. It says, angels are celestial beings who protect everyone, and the fairies say now is time for you to ask for angelic assistance. And the crystal you chose, Garnet, is connected to vitality, passion, life force activation. It reignites the flame within, not as a burst of adrenaline, but a sustained, soul-fueled fire. It awakens your primal spark, revitalizes low energy or depleted creative drive, supports physical healing by anchoring you back into your body. It can restore libido, joy, zest for life. It vibrates with the root chakra, helping you feel safe, supported, and held by the earth. It dissolves fear of lack, survival anxiety, ancestral scarcity patterns. It grounds scattered energy back into a strong center and creates a sense of embodied presence, especially after a trauma or disassociation. It's a stone also of magnetism, manifestation, and abundance. It's a stone of magnetic attraction, drawing in what is aligned with your deepest truth. It strengthens manifestation by uniting desire with discipline, attracts opportunities, relationships, and wealth that match your vibrational integrity, and helps you take bold steps forward in career, love, or purpose. It's something that was worn by travelers and warriors for millennia. It's an energetic shield that repels danger and spiritual interference. It protects the auric field from psychic attack or energetic vampires, strengthens your inner resolve when walking through dark or challenging times, helps empaths maintain their power without shutting down. And Garnet is a heart root bridge. So it bridges the heart chakra and the root chakra, igniting love that is passionate and enduring. It supports romantic and soulmate unions, encourages loyalty, emotional honesty, and commitment. It heals wounds of abandonment, betrayal, or broken trust. It connects to ancestral bloodlines, karmic threads, helping you heal inherited wounds and retrieve past life gifts related to healing, protection, sacred service, and strengthen your spiritual lineage, knowing you walk not alone but among many. Let's see what else we can find out. When I was holding this card, what's really coming through to me is that you don't have to ask for help, when it seems like everything's going wrong, but you can ask for help in achieving your goals. And garnet is that stone of magnetic attraction, helping you align with your deepest truth. So let's find out more about all right, that is 4. But let's go ahead and take them all. I'm just going to scoot this over a bit. We have the Devil, the 6 of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. All right, first they're showing me somebody in recovery. and celebrating something. So this could literally be an addiction that someone recovers from and, receives that coin or recognition for being a year sober. I know that's very specific, but that's what they're showing me. Definitely, it's overcoming some internal conflict and being recognized for it. And here, there's all of these birds in this card, the Knight of Swords. And then there's all of these cats, these black birds, black cats. And swords are the element of air, it's thoughts and words. And pentacles is physical, tangible things and resources. So it's like you're taking your thoughts and your words, speaking spells, and manifesting your desires into the physical. It's like what you're thinking about, what you're speaking about takes physical form. Wow. Okay, let's look a little bit closer at the meanings of these cards. That's just something my guides are showing me immediately. And congratulations on whatever this accomplishment is. You deserve to be recognized for that. So I hope you feel good about it. All right, the devil is liberation from false attachments and illusion. And the angels are helping you break free from cords, contracts, energetic entanglements that have dimmed your light or kept you bound to unworthy dynamics in love, work, or beliefs. You're receiving assistance to heal the part of you that may have internalized scarcity, unworthiness, or the need to earn love, success, or visibility through overwork or perfectionism. And to release fears of being seen, fears of misusing power, or fears that you're too much or not enough. The angels want you to know you are not bound. What once tempted, controlled, or silenced you now becomes compost for your sovereignty. And also that the word angels it's a human word, all right? Just know that there are spiritual beings helping you. Ask them for their help. They want to help you. They like to be invited. And the Six of Wands is recognition. It's also right people, radiant confidence. You're stepping into a timeline where you're celebrated, not just seen, but honored. The right people are drawn to your light, leadership, and authenticity. These are people that appreciate you for you, not your usefulness. You magnetize soul-aligned collaborators, clients, community by simply being in your truth. This is your public blessing moment where the universe says, let it be known, let her or him be known, let her or him receive. You don't have to hide. Your healing is your crown, and your story is your scepter. Wow. And the Knight of Swords is clear direction, swift action. The angels are guiding you to take clear, bold action toward what your soul is saying yes to, unapologetically. Speak your truth. Write, publish, post, pitch. Let those words fly. They're your spells. Trust your mental clarity, the ideas, the vision, the insight as divinely dropped in messages. Yes, you're moving quickly. That's because your spirit has waited lifetimes for this. The angels want you to know, when we send the wind beneath your wings, do not ask if you're ready to fly. Just fly. So also they're telling me that when you ask for help, it's going to come in the form of other people, of opportunities, of synchronicities. So don't say no to help. Start saying yes. Because it's directed, it's divinely guided to you. I'm also hearing angels in disguise. So you may come across a couple of those. And again, they're emphasizing that angels is a human word. These are divine beings. The Queen of Pentacles is abundance, stability, divine feminine magnetism. You are becoming a living temple of self-worth and generosity. You know your value, and it creates ripples of nourishment. This is sacred stewardship of your time, energy, wealth, and well-being. You're a person, a being who attracts, not by chasing, but by being the embodied frequency of what you desire. You are attracting wealth. You are wealth, rooted in spirit and ripened in the body. And the angels are saying, we bless every seed you plant. You are the soil and the harvest, the keeper and the queen. Doesn't matter if you're male or female. You're healing old fears, scarcity, beliefs, illusions. You're attracting, celebrating aligned community, receiving recognition. You're attracting recognition. You're moving with speed, purpose, and angelically guided clarity, divine guided clarity. And you're becoming the grounded, regal being of abundance who blesses all you touch. Wow. Reading number 3. So excited for you. Please let me know if this resonates. I love to read your comments, and I'm wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye.